Stanley Snyder introduces Jen as the first visitor from the New World to Dr. Zeno. Jen, observant, labels Zeno as a professional scientist. Kohaku and Chrome are seen observing Zeno's establishment. Chrome, concerned, takes note of all of the buildings to report back to Senku. Chrome also asks about Jen, claiming that he probably has already infiltrated the base, with Kohaku affirming. Kohaku calls Jen the most trustworthy liar, confusing Chrome. Later, Chrome reports back to the Perseus to give the team information, but is stopped by Senku. Ukyo, concerned, thinks that the enemy is always one step ahead of them all the time, and Ryusui agrees. Tsukasa realizes that the enemies are also scientists and might pick up on the frequency. Tsukasa questions Chrome and asks him who is with him. Not fully grasping the situation, he answers in confusion. Tsukasa thinks that Gen has infiltrated the enemy's base and is pretending to align with them. Senku agrees with this theory and hangs up the phone, shocking everyone. It is explained that if they stay on the phone too long, the enemy will pick up the signal because they do not know how advanced the enemy's science is. Ukyo, even more concerned, tells Senku that they used to have an advantage with science, but not anymore. Senku laughs, accepting the challenge. Just then, the phone rings, and Magma answers it, thinking it's Chrome. He scolds him, but is surprised to know that Dr. Zeno has found the frequency. He introduces himself and apologizes for his poor Japanese. He then asks to speak to Dr. Taiju, and this shocks everyone. Senku laughs as he covers the microphone, knowing that Gen has tricked them. Taiju then transforms himself into a doctor and assumes the role. Taiju then scolds Zeno, telling him shooting at people with a machine gun is wrong. Zeno apologizes for this, but explains that he wanted to show them that their science is no match for his. He goes on to tell them that his Haber-Bosch plant has already been completed. Confused by his statement, Senku explains to his team that the plant is used to create ammunition. Taiju then congratulates Zeno for his accomplishments. Zeno, thinking that Taiju is a quick study, is impressed. The team is also impressed by Taiju's acting. Zeno goes on to tell them that they are professional, although they lack manpower. This confuses the group as there are plenty of statues around to revive. Ryusui then figures out that they do not have the revival fluid formula. Senku agrees with this revelation. Zeno, curious, then asks Taiju how they are able to revive the statues. Ryusui stops him from answering, stating that this is their only advantage and they might kill them if they give them the formula. Senku notes that they might be able to mass-produce the formula if they find out because of the large cornfields and nitric acid at the factory. Senku figures that they can overtake the plant and create the fluid to revive billions. Taiju then denies Zeno's request. Zeno accepts, then hangs up. Just then a plane is detected by Suika. She alerts the team, who are in shock. Stanley Snyder is amazed at the size of the boat. However, the plane doesn't attack, surprising them. Tsukasa surmises that the plane is a scout plane and they won't risk flying low, losing that as well. Taiju asks Senku how they are going to combat the enemy. Senku tells them that they have a plane as well. Kaseki, excited, already has the plane prepared and ready to go. The crew is delighted, but Ukyo tries to figure out how they are going to take off, as they don't have a runway. Senku tells them that they are going to convert the Perseus into an aircraft carrier. Kaseki powers up and is ready to go. Later, Magma talks to Yoei and Mantle. He tells them that they should be the ones to go and kill Zeno since they have a gun, and they will be remembered as the heroes of this generation. They then leave the ship to attack Zeno, but Nikki knocks some sense into them, calling them idiots, asking them why they would charge into an enemy with a machine gun. Tsukasa then suggests that they come up with a strategy. As they begin the strategy meeting, Senku gives their location, and Ukyo gives the enemy's location. Ginro, concerned, tells the team that the enemy also knows their location. Ukyo then explains that since the enemy has a scout plane, it makes no sense to run. Hyoga chimes in and tells the team that if the enemy is proper, they would use a speedboat to attack the Perseus as well as attacking from the sky with the scout plane. Ryusui then chimes in and tells them that they need to engage in a dogfight for air superiority. Senku agrees, concluding the meeting. The team then works hard on creating a runway on the Perseus. Minami is shocked at the progress and tries to figure out how the runway is going to work. Ryusui tells her that they only need 20 meters for a lightweight plane to take off. Senku then tells her that they will construct a grab wire for landing. Senku and Ryusui discuss who is going to be the pilot and all of the modifications that they are going to do to the plane, exciting them. Senku then explains to Minami that they are going to use bamboo for the wheels, making it lighter. Kaseki is surprised that Senku brought so much bamboo from Japan. Senku tells them that bamboo is an overpowered material and they will have the advantage because of it. Ryusui figures this is why they use skis instead of wheels. Senku thinks that skis may give them a chance to land outside the runway. Ryusui compliments them for being clever. Ryusui theorizes that the reason why they used the scout plane to pass over was to intimidate them, knowing exactly where they are. Back at the factory, Zeno tells Jen that they won't be escaping because of the scout plane. Just then, a mysterious woman walks into the lab, eating a piece of chicken, and asks about suppressing Senku and the team. Zeno tells her that the smarter they are, the more in fear they will be. Zeno, taking a more elegant approach, thinks that he should just assassinate the scientist, causing the team to fall apart. Jen agrees with Zeno, but asks if it could be done. Stanley Snyder then interjects, telling him that it could be done. Jen then internally apologizes to Taiju for putting him in this situation. Hyoga tells them that they have an escape plan, but Taiju doesn't even consider it. Hyoga tells them that the enemy also doesn't know. He goes on to tell the team that they should attack as soon as possible, catching them off guard. Senku is excited. Tsukasa then gives the instruction to the team to capture Dr. Zeno, Jen. Then realizes that no team can move leading Senku and Zeno into an all-out war.